Good morning, and another beautiful morning. So we are May the 18th and my second spring at Gwyllt Hollow, and it just gets better and better. So come and join me on a bit of a tour around the site. Good morning. It's about 6:30 and I thought I'd give you part one of the tour because the garden always looks lovely in this early morning light. So, wildlife pond, it's really filling out nicely now. Loads of tadpoles, and the planting around the edge is looking quite established. Really chuffed with this. My polytunnel tucked in there. And then this is my no-mow area. Well, the first of several. And then I haven't mowed around the apple tree either. And then the verges, just full of speedwell and buttercups and all sorts really. Looking very lush considering how dry it's been, but we have quite heavy dew every morning. And then back to the first pond. So this one was here when I came, but I sort of naturalised it a little bit, took out the hard edges. Again, thriving. There's newts in this one, so less tadpoles because they've eaten them all. And then this is my pollinator bed. So I've planted lots of things that are really good for butterflies and bees, and there's a few more things to go in. But that's looking nice as well. Really filled out this year. And the chickens in the background. So yeah, looking good. Patio's looking pretty. So this area when I moved in was just bare. So all of these pots all have species that are really good for pollinators. So not quite in flower yet. And then it's been so dry, what I do is I save any grey water, so washing up water, bath and things like that, and I use that to water all these every day because this is south facing, so it dries out really quickly. But yeah, it's a lovely place to sit and one of my favourite places. So let's go round to the greenhouse and the polytunnel. So the greenhouse is still full because I keep planting more. Finally the tomatoes are taking off a bit. So we've got tomatoes in here, a few sweet peas, just planted some mini sweet corn, cosmos. I could have a lot of cucumbers. I think I'll be passing some of those on to neighbours. And then Viper's ball gloss. There's all sorts in there. And then a lot of these are flowers, so some of these will go into my grow bank. Nothing on the dwarf sunflowers yet. Calendula. These are some hollyhocks. More peas coming. And a variety of other bits and bobs in there. And some more hollyhocks. And then out to the polytunnel. Lots of strawberries. it's filling out a bit in here. Lots of strawberries. The strawberries are doing really well in these pallet beds I did. You've got lettuce and tomatoes, lots of peas. I love fresh peas. More strawberries, courgette and beetroot, more peas. Some French beans, strawberries. Those are calendula growing in there. But yeah, it's beginning to fill out. And these peas are starting to flower. Lovely. So let's go up to the meadow. It's another beautiful morning. This is creeping comfrey, and it's quiet at the moment, but as soon as the sun hits here, it's absolutely covered in bees. This area of meadow looks much better than last year. Gave it a good cut at the end of the summer. This is my little orchard. So 2 established apple trees there, and then new ones. There's a cherry, a plum, pear planted here. And then this is the other area of meadow with paths mown through. And yeah, looking quite nice now. Go through to Quarry View. So bluebells are all over now, but the woods still look really pretty, especially in a morning like this. Considering how dry it's been, everything is still pretty lush. Down to the quarry. Beautiful morning. So let's go back through here. And then we'll go down here into the quarry woods. So this is the nest box where there's 4 blue tits live streaming on my website that are just about to fledge. They're in that box. A few bluebells hanging in the shadiest bits. There's a storm dara tree. past all the badger latrines and trail cam monitor. I had badger on there every night, and fox, and sometimes the fallow deer come in. Let's go back through the woods. Getting darker in here now. All the canopy has come out, but it's still pretty. Okay, I'll walk down into the quarry now. I have to keep cutting these paths back just so I can keep getting through. Everything's growing so quickly. I love this little bit. All the buttercups, campion, coming through now, creating a lovely path down into the quarry. A little bit of water in here last night, just because it's so dry and the wildlife are desperate for water. Last year was just about one of the wettest springs, and this one has been the driest. Back up the quarry stairs, work out first thing in the morning. Wren can smell something. And then back out into the open. So next, we'll go round to my grow bank, which is my little allotment space. You can just see it down there. Okay, into the grow bank. My little willow arch is beginning to take. So I've only just started planting stuff out here because it's still been quite cold at night. So we've got peas and courgettes, rainbow chard, beetroot, beans. Squash in there, and then I'll have some French beans and runner beans on here, and then rhubarb, potatoes, and then soft fruit down here. I just need to put the this is my soft fruit cage, or one of them. I just need to put the chicken wire on it. So this one's gradually coming on. And then this little bank, I'm allowing for wildflowers. It's quite a sunny bank, so lots of comfrey. I've planted some other bits and pieces as well, good for pollinators. You need all your pollinators. Buy your fruit and veg. Snapweed coming up, I haven't planted that, that's just here. Other bits and pieces. Make sure I close the gate because the rabbits are in force since Teasel's gone. And then let's go up here. So, buttercups galore. In with Speedwell. Bluebells have finished now, but campion's starting to come through. Looks mighty pretty this morning. Just look how beautiful that looks in this morning's light. God, I love this place so much. Just look at that. The beautiful sunlight, early morning sunlight filtering through. So pretty. This weather is unbelievable. My track is looking pretty amazing as well. I cut the verge, well, the middle, and trimmed back the edges the other day, just so that I can drive up and down, because it tries to meet in the middle. But it is looking lovely. And the meadow next to my garden is just stunning in there. So there's your Sunday morning little tour on the most beautiful of mornings.